Oh, hello, YouTubers. I'm Brandon Lord. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd unlock a new filming set for today's video. I'm pretty sure I've filmed in this room before, but I don't think I've displayed this beautiful artwork, and I'm not even showing the full thing. For today's video, I was kind of struggling at first to come up with like what to film and like what should I talk about? Should I do a vlog? Should I do an activity? Like what message am I gonna try to get across with this video? And then I thought it would be smart actually to go back to my roots of negativity. I've recently kind of like come to this conclusion that I don't like working from home that much. And you know, I say that, but I do like it. It's complicated. I feel as though I'm very much pro like a hybrid work schedule. For me personally, I get people who want to work remote all the time and then the rare people who want to be in the office all the time. I don't know about that lifestyle. But I do like the balance of having some days in office, some days out of office. I did a video in 2022, I think, where I kind of compared and contrast or gave the pros and cons of working remote versus working in office. And I was definitely very much more so pro working remote in that video. And I think all in all, I still am. But I'm a hater by nature. So it's not hard for me to come up with reasons as to why I hate something. And I feel like there's so much positivity surrounding like working from home and that topic. Why not throw some negativity in the mix, you know? Before I get started in listing my reasons, I just want to say, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification so you can get notified anytime I post a video. I post a new video every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. The first reason why I hate working from home, it's harder to be productive. Now, I will say this. When I need to be productive, I'll be productive. But if I don't need to be productive, then I'm not gonna be productive. And it is a lot easier to be unproductive at home than like in office. You have to be productive and looking like you're being productive, but like while not being productive. But like working from home, like as long as you're logged in and your team status says available, like they don't know that you're not paying attention and that you're like on your third cup of coffee and like binge watching reality TV. They don't know. It's just being at home can definitely make you more prone to be a little more lazy, I think. But I will say though, I remember when I first started working from home, back in COVID and my first job when we had to work from home. And like I think my company came to the conclusion that we were as productive, if not more productive, working from home. I think all in all, it's a net positive. Like you can still definitely be productive at home. But I do think it's a little easier to be not productive, like in the normal day-to-day tasks, like of working. This is just for me personally. I find myself not being as productive. And sometimes, you know, after a work day, when you're kind of just like bored and just sitting there and not like doing something, it can kind of get to you, make you feel like you like kind of wasted the day. And that's my own fault, but what about it? Another reason why I don't really like working from home, and this one's a plot twist, the lack of social interaction. Now, if you know me, I don't need to interact with people. I don't usually like to. Yeah, what I will say, I think this is something that's come from my current job. I like my team. I like a lot of my coworkers. So it's nice the days we're kind of like all together and like able to like sit near each other and like joke and like get lunch, have a good time. And like I will say, kind of hearkening back to the first point, it can lead a little more to productivity, like the social interaction, because it's kind of easier to like ask your team member like something, like if they're sitting right next to you, as opposed to like, yeah, you can message them on Teams, but maybe they're busy, maybe they don't see it, maybe they're not near their computer. Like it can lend to more time passing before coming to a resolution. But when you're in person, it's kind of just like, oh, they're right there and you can like have a conversation and really work through it. So I do think social interaction does have its benefits. Not many, but some. It is also good though to kind of like see people and interact, because sometimes when you're like working from home, you have like no social interaction. If I'm working from home that day, I may have plans later in the day. Like now that I've started F45, I definitely like will probably be working out later in the day, and maybe I'll have plans with friends. But there was a long time where like if I work from home, chances are I wasn't leaving the home all day, and that can kind of get to you a little bit and be like, what am I doing? Like, I'm just like cooped up in this house and I'm like not interacting with anyone. Slowly, you start to become the woman in the window. I never saw the movie or watched the show, so like I don't really know what happened with the woman in the window. I just know she stayed in her home and was like by her window. Okay, another reason why I don't really like working from home, you can't really dress up. Now, I guess you technically could dress up if you wanted to, but who wants to dress up if you're at home? You want to be in your pajamas. You want to be in a comfortable shirt. You want to be in sweatpants or gym shorts. Like, you don't want to like put on like a button down or anything like that. I put on this button down just because I'm filming this video and I just got it from Gap. But like, I normally wouldn't wear something like this if I was just home. And there is something nice with just like kind of getting dressed up and looking nice and going out. Granted, it's to work, but you know, it's somewhere. While I say this though, when I do go to the office, I tend to wear the same like 3 polos and like 1 or 2 pairs of dress pants. And like, I don't really venture too far off just because it's like easier. Mainly because too, I would like to become one of those people that like plan out their outfits the night before and just have it ready. And there have been times when I have, but usually I'm just too lazy or I forget. And then in the morning, I'm literally waiting until the last possible second before I have to get out of bed to get out of bed. So by the time I get out of bed, I like don't have time to like look through my closet and like pick out a nice outfit. Like I go with what I know. So that's why I kind of have like my uniform. But you know, I do like kind of like getting a little more dressed up and presentable. Cause I don't know, it feels like you did something. Okay, now this reason of why I don't like working from home is a little bit more personal to me and kind of like circles back to the lack of social interaction. I usually can't sleep well, like the night I work from home. Like if I work from home that day, that night, I can't fall asleep. And that's if I didn't like leave the house or anything. Cause it's just like, you've been lazy all day. Like you're not tired. I don't know. I've like truly been cursed as one of those people that can't just fall asleep like that. Like I can't nap. I can't do any of that. I can't just like have my head hit the pillow and like fall asleep instantly. And it's really annoying. It takes me a while already. So if I wasn't really active or didn't really do anything that day, then it's gonna like take me even longer, I feel like a lot of the time. So just working from home can sometimes impact my sleep schedule. This other reason is also pretty personal to me. My work setup at home sucks. Like, and it's been the same for years. Like, this is on me as to why it hasn't evolved. I just like, I don't know. I wasn't working from home for almost a year. So like, I didn't feel a need to really like up the ante with it. But now I've just like grown accustomed to it. I just have like my laptop and then like this monitor somehow propped up behind or like in front of another monitor. And it's completely like such like a makeshift setup that like easily can fall apart. Like if I hit my desk wrong, the monitor will just fall and then it's annoying and like the castle will crumble. You know, my setup at work is just so nice because it's like 2 monitors and then your laptop. So essentially you have like 3 screens, which being an accountant, it's very useful to have 3 screens, especially during close. But close is when I work from home and that's when I only have 2 screens. I set myself up for failure. I'm aware, but you know, I get through it. Okay, the last reason why I don't like working from home, and I feel like this one's legitimate. I feel like you're more prone to get easily agitated when people reach out for a question when you're working from home. There's just something about when you're at home and you see your Teams notification or you hear the ping and you're like, why is this person bothering me when I'm in my own home? It's different. When you're at work, you get annoyed too, probably. But it's different because, like, you're at work, so you kind of expect it. But when you're at home, even though you're working, you're at home. So when people are, like, hitting you up on Teams and, like, asking shit and, like, wanting to have meetings and all that, it's kind of like, leave me alone. Like, I'm at home. This is my home. You're bothering me in my home. Anyways, those are really the only reasons I could come up with as far as why I hate working from home. Because I truly don't hate working from home. There's things I don't like, and I've grown to kind of like not like as much, like working from home. Again, I'm not someone, I don't think I could work remote full time. Like I would need to like have like kind of like that office time or like somewhere to work just outside of the home. So that's why I do kind of like the hybrid. I wish it was flipped though, I will say. Because right now it's like 3 days in office, 2 days at home. I wish it was 2 days in office, 3 days at home. But yeah, overall, you know, I think working from home, despite this being a video about why I hate it, I think it's a very positive thing. And I think it also opens up like more people to be able to work for a company. Like you can, let's say if you find a remote job in like California, but you're in New York or you're in Florida, you can like have that job that maybe is with a great company, offers more money, and you don't have to move and like have to find an apartment there or like a home there, and you can kind of just like stay home and save money that way. However, I have noticed that corporate America and businesses are slowly trying to get, I think, to a full in-office schedule. You know, whether it's their reintroducing hybrid schedules now, and then or they're kind of like slowly hinting that at some point, you know, everyone needs to be in the office, or maybe they're throwing in some random rule that everyone has to be in the office at least 2 Fridays a month, which is random. That way to promote more people being in the office throughout the week, because usually people don't want to like go in the office on Friday. That rule seems like it's going in a certain direction. But with that being said, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I post a new video every Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.